I'm terrified of people. I am very scared of people. Like on my kids, I am terrified of people, and I am very shy. But I never knew why once I walk on the stage, I could get it done and leave. But I am terrified of people. People are cruel. It's like you can't control ourselves. So you never know what someone will do you.
What up, YouTube? This is Mark Ryder. You're watching Cosmic Rider TV. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button and give me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. So what you heard just now was from NBA Youngboy, who's an American rapper. He's been in the game for quite a long time, at least 5 years. He's had 5 platinum selling albums, so he's very successful. He's got a huge following. He's sold millions and millions of records worldwide, and very, very notorious in the media. Highly affiliated in gang culture, criminal activity. He was involved in a high-profile police chase last year where he was apprehended near the airport trying to evade custody or warrant charges. He caught a felony charge for possession of an unregistered firearm and various other firearm offences. So he's faced jail time a few times. So he's very notorious. He's very notorious. He was raised without a father. His father was incarcerated during his teenage years for 55 years, so he doesn't know his father. Same, it's a common story. Raised by his grandmother, he was incarcerated at a very young age and went into a juvenile detention center. And during that time, his grandmother passed away, which had a very negative impact on his life because she was his sole carer. She was the one that nurtured him. She was the one that gave him love. So obviously that would have had an effect on his mental as well. After coming out, he was still a minor, so he went into a care home. He went into care. I don't know what they'd call it in the US, but we would know it as a care. And in that care home, he was abused, beaten, bullied by other children in that care home. So he had a rough start. He was exposed to violence at a young age, and that probably shaped his character into him, growing up to become affiliated in gang culture. But what's interesting is what he just said. And at 23, coming to that realization that people are terrifying and people can be cruel, shows that, obviously he's gone through a lot. It sounds a bit like PTSD when I listen to him. I don't really know much if he's... I know people say he's a clone when he went in, he was cloned, and there's conspiracy theories surrounding him saying he's been MK Ultra'd. That's up for speculation. But when I look at that video and that clip of him talking, it looks like a man that's suffering from PTSD. You can see the pain in his eyes. I can recognize pain. Being an empath, I can recognize pain. And I can relate to that because I myself have had bad experiences with people close to me, dealt with betrayal, being let down, disappointed by people, crushed by people. Betrayal is a horrible thing. And when you're a public figure or you're someone with a certain status, it's hard to trust people. You're surrounded by snakes and users and energy vampires and people that just want to take off you. Even throughout my life, I've had a lot of takers around me and so-called frenemies, and So what I found interesting about NBA Youngboy is after he came out of prison last year on that felony rap that he caught, he took a major transition in his whole style and his whole artistic approach. Aesthetically, he looked completely different. Some people have thrown out some theories saying that he was cloned, that he was under MK Ultra mind control, that he's been possessed by demons. You know, I'm open to all of those theories, but I'm not going to go in too deep into those things. But it's a possibility. We all know the industry is dark and satanic. We know that it's run by an occult. Yeah, we know that artists, especially artists in the hip hop, in the hip hop genre, are kind of required to sell out and promote and put out destructive content. Yeah, we know that it's the only thing, that type of music that gets pushed in our community is death, destruction, chaos, and sexual depravity. Yeah. So what's interesting is the image that NBA Youngboy had prior to going inside was very masculine. Yeah, it was very masculine. It was about aggression, very violent. Now he's come out and he's become more vulnerable. That could be just due to him being touched by life and touched by certain experiences he had whilst being incarcerated. But there's something that I've drawn a connection from with the makeup, the gothic look, and something that I researched a while ago to do with satanic ritual abuse. And I'm gonna show you a clip of Orlando Brown, who is known as a clown in the industry, but we can take something from what he has to say. And I believe that NBA Youngboy might be suffering from some type of trauma. But let's check this out.
So, you ever heard of Panda? Like I was telling you, Panda. So you got Panda Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's so what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface and shit like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else. Okay? And so the eyes come out and they call them panda eyes. And they do this to so you see people with these cigars, and they're all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big ass thing between their legs that they're sticking in, and it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of there's shipping and trafficking, and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. And that's really what it is. These are actually adults. Jeffrey Epstein created this saga, and this is what he is great at doing. He's great at kidnapping someone, turning them into putting them in a dead celebrity's body, and screwing the life out of them after he makes a ton of money off of their ass on his private little beach. So you have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're supposed to be dead. And
so there you have it, guys. There's not much more I need to say on this. Draw whatever conclusions you want from this. But, we have to remember that, the young brother, NBA Youngboy, has got 10 children. At 23 years old, he's fathered 10 children by 8 different baby mothers. So he's got a lot on his plate and a lot of reason and motivation to clean up his act, so to speak, and become a more responsible young man. Whether he's doing that or not, I don't really listen to his music. I don't really mess with that type of rap, drill rap, or any type of mainstream stuff anymore. Certainly not this generation of rap. But I mean, some of the music's good to ride to. I mean, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, there's a reason why a lot of these rappers and a lot of these entertainers go through certain drastic transitions. It's a common theme that we're seeing. It's a pattern that we're seeing. We know the industry's dark. We know it's, you know, Hollywood and all those types of weird societies, the high echelons of the entertainment industry. It's a very dark place up there. And I think it's very peculiar that, you know, a lot of these gangster rappers are going through such drastic transitions when they get to a certain point in their career. You heard what Orlando Brown said. You see the, you know, you've heard the connection. You've heard the gravity of the situation. I just want to make you guys aware. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for tuning into my video. Hit the subscribe button, please, and look out for more content. My editing will get better. We're going to improve. We're going to be pumping out better content, and trust me, you're in the right place. Stay tuned. Love.